Hey guys. The last few days I've been working on a few different video ideas and writing it out, working to kind of create an outline, and just now I became frustrated with kind of wanting it to all come out a certain way and not knowing how I wanted it to go and what I wanted the topic to be. So, what I want to talk about is an important process that's been happening with me in my reality and just kind of have a heart to heart with you. So, living with ALS obviously is a very difficult experience. You are face to face with death, essentially, in a way that most people don't usually have an opportunity to do. Death is usually something that we shy away from and we don't want to talk about. And while it isn't normally a direct part of my experience, I think that there's a lot of fear and uncertainty and worry within me around this topic. And throughout my whole life, really, even before this stuff started happening, I had an addiction to playing video games, being on the computer, and drinking alcohol through a decent part of my life as well. And it was a way that I used to cover up my own emotional pain, my own discontent with life that kind of is like a background static. It wasn't like, oh my gosh, I hate life, but it was just a feeling of not feeling complete, not feeling like I enjoyed life the way I wanted to. And when I ended up getting ALS and I'm going through this process of experiencing the physical deterioration associated with this disease, that kind of intensified. And it's human nature to not want to feel pain. And so I think in today's age, we all have our own efforts of running away or escaping from pain. But the journey that I'm going through now, and I think it's been a process for me over the last few years, has been a desire to live more and experience more, and I think a willingness to face what underlying pain, discomfort, is there under the surface. And it takes a ton of courage to say, you know what, I'm not going to rely on the crutch of technology, or I'm not going to rely on the crutch of alcohol to try to cover up this pain because it doesn't work anyway, right? Pain that we resist actually persists. And that pain doesn't go away. We end up storing it in our emotional and physical bodies, and it causes us trouble. So recently, I've really made an effort to be conscious of how I'm feeling, and it's really kind of hard to be naked in that way and be just open to feeling what's there because it's gross, right? Sometimes I'm outside feeling like, okay, I'm not running away, and not any specific emotion is coming up, but just an emotional grossness that I'm processing because I've been running away from it so long that it's just taking time to clear and process and remove. And even though this is a difficult process, it takes a lot of courage, I'm finding that it's really, really rewarding. And instead of running away from my pain, I'm walking towards my pain. I'm facing my pain. And that's the only way that we can end up transmuting it, I believe. And I want to make a quick sort of distinction here as well, where I think that there's two types of people generally. Um, One type of person may kind of dwell within their pain and develop an identity around that. And for those people, they maybe need more of what I've had, which is sort of not thinking about pain, being positive, and just sort of avoiding the pain because they're actually sort of entrenched in it. But my problem has been being so positive and having this positive outlook and feeling like I need to be positive all the time and running away from my pain. And so for me, what I actually need is to face my pain. So if you're always conscious of your pain, you're talking about it, you know, it's an element of pity, or you want, you know, support, or there's been sort of an identity that you've created around your pain that you're subconsciously clinging to, you may need more positivity and a more positive outlook. But for me, I always had that positivity. I always had that positive outlook. And so what I'm really needing is to be honest with myself and really face those things that are under the surface that don't feel good so that I can clear them and be lighter and brighter. So I guess that's all I have to say for this video. I really am happy with the way it turned out in just being honest and having a talk with you guys. So I hope you like this video. I'll have more coming out in the future. Much love, guys.